Hi everyone, I am Professor Dimple Chotai. Welcome you all in my YouTube channel. In previous video, we have gone through the brief idea about all three chapters of Module 3 under the subject of service marketing, and we have already studied first chapter of service marketing, that is promoting services. Now in this video, I am going to discuss in detail the second chapter of third module, that is people in services. First of all, we try to understand the basic concept of marketing, that is marketing mix. The marketing mix is one of the most famous marketing term. The marketing mix is the tactical or operational part of the marketing plan. The marketing mix is also called 4 P's and extended marketing P's is known as 7 P's. The 4 P's are price, place, product and promotion. The service marketing mix is also called the 7 P's, or we can say extended or stretched 7 P's, and includes the addition of 3 P's, that is process, people and physical evidence. These are our 7 P's, that is product, price, place, promotion, people, process and physical evidence. Okay, now in our second chapter, first we try to understand the basic meaning of people. People. The term people is used in service marketing in two perspectives. One for service employee, that is internal marketing, while another for customer, that is external marketing. In this way, the term people indicate both employee and customers in service marketing. Highly capable and motivated people are the center of service excellence and productivity. From a customer's perspective, the encounter with service staff is probably the most important aspect of a service. Frontline employees play a key role in anticipating customers' needs, customizing the service delivery, and building personalized relationship with customer. When these activities are performed effectively, it should lead to customer loyalty. Okay. These are the points that is covered in our second chapter. First one is role and importance of human resource in service delivery. Second is service leadership and culture. And third point is effective HRM practices. Now, moving further towards our main first point, that is people or employees' role in service delivery. People are the most important element of any service or experience. People have an important role in service delivery. Without people, we can't imagine our organization as well. They are relied upon to deliver and maintain transactional marketing, and people play an important role in the customer relationship. Okay. These are the main four roles of employees in service delivery. That are, first one is, it is known as brand, it is known as marketer, it is known as the services, and it is known as organization in customers' eyes. Starting with the first point, that is, it is known as brand. Service of the employee make the brand more famous. So, some customer identify the employee as a brand. Second one is it known as marketers. The main role of the employee is marketing, and for that he or she requires skill, ability and power to convince the customer. So he is known as marketer as well. The third main point, that is it known as the services. Although many service providers provides same type of service, but customer need particular employee to get their service, because in the same organization every employee have their different style to provide same level of service. Now last and most important point, that is employee is known as organization in customers' eyes. From the customer perspective, employee is known as an organization because customer may don't know about the company, the director, their workflow. They only know the person who provide the service to them. So for that, customer employee is a whole organization. Now, next point, that is importance of people in the marketing mix. The most successful companies put the right people in the right job. As we have learned in the HRM, that is right people at right place and right time. But now, instead of companies which hire thousands of people, let us think of small businesses. The lesser the people, the more their importance rises. This concept we will study with the help of one example. In the airline industry, a very high attention is paid to the attire and the presentation of the air hostesses, so much so that there are now training institute for air hostesses. Similarly, at the barber shop, if your haircut is not proper even once, you might never enter the shop again. Thus, you can see how important people becoming to the marketing mix, especially if it's a small sized or a micro sized business. Okay, moving towards our next point, that is service marketing triangle. Okay, service marketing triangle includes three most important factors, that is company, employee and customer. Company and employee are internal marketing, means when company interact with their employee, it is called indirect marketing or internal marketing. When company interact with their customer, it is called external marketing. And when employees of the organization interact with their customer, it is called interactive marketing. Company talk, or we can say interact with their customer, which is called external marketing, means company making a promise to the customer, means company will provide this type of that type of particular product or services to their customer. While company interact with their employees, means enabling the promise, means company enable the employees, or means we can say they provide the facilities to the employees which helpful to the organizations to we can say making their promise successful. When employees interact with their customer, means they deliver the promise, they deliver the promise which have made by, or we can say which have made by the company to their customer. So these are the triangle of the organization: company, employee and their customer. Now our next point is classification of service employee. Mainly there are three classification. First, on the basis of interaction, second on the type of service employee, and third one is frequency and length. Okay, we will see one by one. Now first one is, that is interaction. The level of interaction varies from one organization to another and from one executive to another executive within the same organization. Under this interaction, first one is low contact service. The interaction between the service organization and its customer for a short period. For example, food outlets, beauty clinics and mechanic shops. Second is high contact service, that is interaction between the service organization and as a customer for a long period. We can see the example, that is post office, hotels, etc. Now, second point is types of service employee. There are mainly two types, that is consumer service employee and professional service employee. Consumer service employee means they offer services that requires less of technical skill and more of task related skills. They need to have good interpersonal skill because they need to communicate with customers, identify their needs, assist them in decision making and solve their problems if needed. Second is professional service employee, means they offer services that require higher level skills and expertise. Professional service personnel need to have in-depth subject knowledge and strong technical skill. Example of professional service employees are doctors, lawyers, engineers, accountant, etc. Third type is frequency and length. Under these we have five factors. First one is contact personnel. The function is to interact with customer and offer them quality service. They participate actively in marketing the service to customers. Second one is moderate contact personnel. They interact with customer only occasionally. The purpose is to design and create a tangible or intangible product or service to suit customers' requirement. Third is back office staff. They perform all those activities that enable to deliver quality service to customer. Fourth is support staff. They perform support function and do not come into contact with customer at all. Now, last one is management as a whole. They interact with customer directly. It happens only in exclusive situation when the management wants to get customer feedback or when customer is a high net worth important person like corporate customer. Moving towards our next point, that is service leadership and culture. The behavior of employee in an organization will be heavily influenced by the culture of an organization or the persuasive norms and values that shapes individual and group behavior. Experts have suggested a customer-oriented service oriented organization will have as its heart a service culture defined as a culture where an appreciation for good service exists and where giving good service to internal as well as ultimate external customer is considered a natural way of life and one of the most important norms by everyone. Here we can see our service leadership and culture. There is main three basic level of organization, that is top management, middle management and frontline management. And in second we can see that middle management and top management give advice or instruction to frontline staff, and this frontline staff will interact with the customer. So there is a mainly interaction between customer and frontline staff, but frontline staff will follow the instruction which has been provided by the top management. To move an organization towards service excellence, we need a strong service culture that is continuously strengthened and developed by management. Charismatic leadership, or we can say transformational leadership, is needed. With this kind of leadership, staff are more likely to perform above and beyond the call of duty because it is in line with their own values, beliefs and attitudes. Here are some core values in excellent service firm. They include excellence, innovation, joy, teamwork, respect, moral and ethical principle. These values are part of firm's culture. A service culture can be defined as: first one is shared ideas of what is important in an organization. Second one is shared values and beliefs of why those things are important. Means in this we focus only on more two questions. First one is what is important and second one is why those things are important. Okay. Next point is exhibiting service leadership. Exhibiting service leadership means a strong culture begins with leaders in the organization who demonstrate a passion for service excellence. Leaders of successful service firm tend to have similar core values such as integrity, joy and respect, and they infuse those values into the fabric of the organization. Culture. Okay, now we are talking about the culture of the organization. Culture is what employee perceive that management really believes, and employee gain an understanding of what is important in the organization through the daily experiences they have with those people in key roles throughout the organization. Second point is developing a service culture. Service culture cannot be developed overnight and there is no magic. The human resource and internal marketing practices can help develop a service culture. However, an organization has a service culture that is rooted in product or operations oriented government regulations, traditions. No single strategy will change it overnight. Hundred of little factors, not just one or two big factors, are required to build a sustain a service culture. Successful companies such as the Yellow Roadway Corporation and IBM Global Service have all found that it takes years of consistent, concentrated effort to build a service culture and to shift the organization from its old patterns to new ways of doing business. Next, important point is transporting a service culture. Transporting a service culture through international business expansion is also very challenging. Although tremendous opportunities exist in the global market practices, we can say global marketplace, the main legal, cultural, and language barriers become particularly evident for services that depend on human interaction. Now, sources of conflict. There are many sources which creates conflict for employees. First one is personal and role conflict. Second is organization client conflict, and third one is inter-client conflict. Now, starting with the first point, that is person-role conflict. In a society such as the United States, where equality and individualism are highly valued, service workers may feel role conflict when they are required to subordinate their feelings or beliefs as they are asked to live by the motto, the customer is always right even when he is wrong. Sometimes there is a conflict between role requirement and self-image of the employee. Now, second point, that is organization client conflict. Service employees are typically rewarded for following certain standards, rules, and procedures. Ideally, these rules and standards are customer based. When they are not, or when a customer makes excessive demand, the employee has to choose whether to follow the rules or to satisfy the demand of the client. So here it creates organizations or client conflict. Third one is inter-client conflict, means it is the conflict between more than one, or we can say more than two or more clients. In the case of serving customer in turn, the provider may satisfy one customer by spending additional time customizing the service and being very flexible by meeting the customer need. Meanwhile, waiting customers are becoming dissatisfied because their needs are not being met in the timely way. Beyond the timing issue, different clients may prefer different modes of service delivery. Now, our most important and last point, that is effective HRM practices. Human is the most important part of any organization, as we know that. It may be service or manufacturing unit. You can't even imagine your business without human. So it is most important for any organization to take care of their employees. Employees are considered as an asset of the unit because the production or service or the quality of the both is depend on the employees. If you have a techno-driven business, then also you require a skilled person to operate it carefully. Maximum utilization of any available resources is only possible when you have effective and efficient manpower. They direct your business, they run your business. In any organizations, decisions are taken up by top management, but finally it is successfully implemented by human resource of the organization. So, it is the responsibility of the organization to take care of their employees. Employees are the person who are directly connected with the customers. They can influence the customer to purchase the product, and this influence make customer to buy the product, and finally it will increase the sales as well as profit of the organization. Here are some of the HRM practices. These are the points that is to be followed by an organization for effective HRM practices. First and most important, that is safe, healthy and happy workplace. Provide as safe and healthy atmosphere to the customer. Second one is open book management style, means everyone in the organization should have their opinion and they are allowed to manage their self as they want. Third is performance linked bonus, that is bonus or increment should be connected with the performance of the employee. Fourth one is 360-degree performance management feedback system, means performance should be given by all of the organizations, or we can say all members means we can say superior, from their subordinates, from their peers, from their management, from their non-management part, or we can say from their customers. Next one is fair evaluation system. Evaluation system should be same for every every person in the organization. Next one is knowledge sharing. Knowledge sharing means person, or we can say employees in the organizations are allowed to share the knowledge of what we or he or she have. Next one is highlight performance. Highlight performance means highlight the person or appreciate the person who have best performance. We can say we can highlight them on the basis of their work at the end of the month, at the end of the year, quarterly or 6 monthly. Next point is open house discussion and feedback mechanism. Every person or every employee in the organization should allow to discuss their job, discuss their task, discuss their work to another person. Next important points is reward. Every person in the organization should be rewarded. It must be, or we can say it may be financial reward or non-financial reward, because these both rewards are very effective for employees. Last one is delight employee with the unexpected, means provide them incentive, provide them bonus. Non-financial reward means delight the employees, means satisfy their employees, but satisfaction should be more than expectation. These are the points which should be followed by any organization to make their HRM more effective and efficient. Thank you. Here we have completed our second chapter, that is people in services. Thank you everyone.